Hey guys, good morning. It is morning right now, so hope everyone's doing well. Just here to talk about internship, um, my internship experience and what I learned from it and all that. For all you who don't know, I interned at the California Institute of Technology's athletic department, also known as Caltech Beavers. It is a Division III school located in Pasadena, California. Excuse me. And when I was there, I probably interned there for, I believe it was almost a year and a half, actually. It was before even this internship class even started. I was interned there with the sport information director. His name is Mark Becker. And it was honestly it was a good experience. And I really enjoy it. And I recommend anyone who is interested in college athletics and doesn't know what they want to do with college athletics, but they know they're interested, I suggest you go there because I know other internships they kind of limit you to one area, whereas with my internship, I was honestly introduced to a lot. I'll get more into detail about that later, but definitely worked a lot there. So let's start with the SWOT analysis. Start with the strengths and before I even started my internship and before I even started um, my program here at Azusa Pacific, I emailed multiple community colleges, multiple high schools. I emailed multiple universities about just either just an entry position or an internship. And honestly, some got back to me just saying, "Oh no, like we can't. I'm sorry." And others just didn't reply back to me at all. And the only one who actually gave me a chance was Caltech. And so for that, I consider that a strength because they had, and I emailed each and every athletic director. And so by far, Caltech's athletic director was the nicest and was willing to work with me. So with that, that's a strength because they need help and they also want help. They're looking for people to give people chances, which I love, and I've seen it a lot since I've been interning there. So I came in with absolutely no experience working in the athletic department, and I remember the first day he was talking to me, and he was asking me, "Oh, have you ever done that? Have you ever done this? Have you ever done that?" And I just felt, oh man, I felt like probably the dumbest person in the world because I didn't do that. And during my undergrad, I was working a lot and I was just going to school, and I didn't get a chance to like intern for APU's athletic department. So I started off kind of really raw, but now that it's over, I'm really glad I did it, and I feel like I've learned so much from just that site alone. Like I gone over Facebook analytics. I gone over. I improved my writing game recaps. I learned how to do stats online. Did play-by-plays for other sports. I'll get more into that later, but I accumulated so much knowledge and I dabbed at a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and to me that was a strength because I found out what I didn't like and I found out what I liked to do. So that's one of the strengths of my internship. And just like I said, everything I wanted to do, I was able to do, which was amazing. And I'll get more into that a little later. So weaknesses, honestly, there weren't many weaknesses in this internship. Um, One of the weaknesses was time. Obviously, I believe everyone can relate to that. It was tough because I was a full time student. I worked a full time job. I was also coaching, and trying to add internship to that, it was extremely tough for me. And it's like I couldn't give up just one because I needed to do all of those things. So just time management. I learned how to time manage, which is cool. But just time was tough, and honestly, another weakness was it's gonna sound weird, but it was class, because I remember being in classes, especially in the beginning. I was in classes and I was like, oh man, like what I'm learning here, I want to put into my internship right now. And so I found myself in class kind of daydreaming about my internship, which is kind of weird. But it was just one way I wanted to improve, and I wanted to get that experience as much as I could, because I know my time was very, very limited, especially at the time. It was very limited. Let's keep on going. SWOT analysis opportunities. Like I said before, now I remember in the beginning or after I finished, kind of in the middle, I was like, man, I'm not really getting any opportunities. But I was thinking of it as like network opportunities. I was like, I'm not really getting any opportunities, but this is a good internship. But now looking back, I was like, oh man, I actually had a lot of internship opportunities. Working at Caltech, I was able to work the soccer game, the basketball games, the volleyball games, the water polo games, the track events, baseball, and just sports on and on. And I know in other internships, maybe you won't get that experience. So I was grateful enough to get those experiences, and with all those, I was able to learn how to set up for the event, and also how long it takes. I was also introduced to that. I was introduced to takedown, what needs to be set up. The camera needs to be set up in a certain angle. You got to call certain live stream companies to make sure your live stream is going through. I was introduced to Stat Crew for volleyball and basketball, which is like an online play-by-play software, but it also keeps stats and player efficiencies, which I loved, and I actually got pretty good at. I was also introduced to social media platforms and trying to keep analytics of that. Excuse me. I did a little bit of compliance work. I was introduced to that a little bit, which was also really nice to see. And now looking back, I wish I did a little bit more of that. I did game recaps, and I also did a few game previews for the website, which I loved because it helped me work on my writing, and it helped me it basically helped me on my writing. So there was so many opportunities that I had, and I'm so grateful I had received all that in one place. Whereas if it was in another internship, I've probably only done maybe one or two of those, or just been getting everybody coffees. Oh, and also I had a chance to work with a basketball team for their basketball camp that they host, but I wasn't able to do it because I was going out of town that week. And I worked the water polo and the track league meets. For the track league meets, I was filming, which was fun. And even the water polo, I was filming. I also had a chance to do commentating, which was also something I was interested in, even before I even started this internship. So I was happy to get a chance to do it, and I actually realized that I like it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I liked it. And so, yeah, so opportunities. There were so many opportunities, and I'm grateful I got all those opportunities at one spot. Threats. It was kind of weird because for a good amount, there was just me and the SID. But then he got another intern, which was cool. But in the beginning, I found myself kind of competing with her. And the thing, she came in with, she didn't have a job. She didn't have a school going to. She was honestly at Caltech for hours and hours in the day. And at first, I was competing with myself, saying, okay, what am I doing compared to what she's doing? And honestly, I put myself down because I saw her getting more work done, getting this, getting that, getting closer to the SID. And I'm like, damn, like she's out here doing all that while I'm trying to do what I can. And it's tough for me. But then I realized, like, okay, like she doesn't have anything else. She doesn't have schoolwork. She doesn't have interns. She doesn't have work. She doesn't have coaching. This is all she's doing right now. And that's not bad at all. Like, that's good for her. So after I realized that, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my pride aside and let's just work together. And we did, and we became a really good team. There's times where the SID couldn't make it to the event, or he had enough trust in us working together. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna take the day off. You guys run this event. I know you guys can do it. If anything happens, just call me. And there's a handful of events where that happened, and we both did really good. We were in charge, and we killed it, honestly. So that was nice. So that threat became like a friendship, and just it was a team. It was all a team. Once I realized that, that helped me get out of there. So those for the SWOT analysis. Those are all my analysis. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. There's something going on with my computer right now. But okay. Okay. Values, faiths, and beliefs now. What I value, and I've valued for so long, is hard work. Um, there's times where, okay, let me give you an example. I work at a school, kindergarten and eighth grade, and we go over a lot of sports. And there are kids who are not good at sports and they know it, and so they just decide to clown around, joke around, and become a distraction. And then there are other kids who aren't good at a sport, they know it, but they still work hard. They still give 110%. And those are the kids that I respect the most. The reason why I respect that is just because I was taught that even if you aren't good, not good yet, you still got to work hard. You still got to strive. And so that me personally, that's what I value. Like I was saying earlier, I remember going into my first meeting with the SID, and I didn't know anything. Like, I felt like the dumbest person in the world. And that night I went home, I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, you know what? You don't know it yet, but you're going to work hard and you're going to do what you need to do. And so I went back the next day, try to learn everything, try to be as good as my best. I try to be my best. And he started seeing that. He started seeing that I was doing my best. I was working hard and I wanted to be good. So after that, he started giving me more tasks and more tasks and more tasks. And next thing you know it, he's giving me the keys to run an event. And so honestly, that was through hard work. If he saw that I wasn't working hard, I was just like, man, whatever. He wouldn't have given me those opportunities. So that's something. Hard work is something I value, even if you suck. Like, I sucked at my internship at first, but as time went on, I was getting better and I was learning. I was asking questions, and he saw that and he respected that. So that's hard work. Faith. Throughout this time, my faith was challenged. Um, in just life in general. During this time, I was going through a lot with family and friends and my relationship. I was going through a lot. I was questioning God. Oh, man, there were times where I just wanted to quit everything and just move away. But I feel like my internship kind of helped me balance out and help. It gave me a area. It gave me a location where I started clean, where no one knew me, and I could do whatever. Not whatever, but I can start off clean. No one will judge me. I can just go and do work, and that's what I did. And I think honestly, the internship kind of was like my coping method for everything that was going on. So instead of breaking me, my internship it actually helped me get stronger, which I greatly appreciate. Um, I believe hard work leads to opportunities. Like I said earlier, um, I wasn't good. I didn't know a lot, but through hard work, he gave me opportunities. He was like, you know what? He's told me a few times. He's like, you've really improved. on your work. You really improved on your writing. You really improved at this. You really improved at keeping stats. You're getting more into detail now. And I believe those times of me working hard, even at times where I didn't want to, I still worked hard, and he gave me the keys. He gave me the opportunities to keep striving and keep looking out to see what else you want to learn. What else? I'll give you an opportunity. I'll give you a chance. And I strongly believe that if I didn't have that hard work, he would have just let me stay up there, or he would have just said, you know what, man, it's not working out. And so I believe that hard work leads to opportunities. And one of my biggest, I would say, gifts was that our men's contact basketball team played against Cal State Long Beach at Cal State Long Beach. And so it was their homecoming, and just getting a chance to work in a Division One, like the fans hyped, and just you working there and you're taking stats and play-by-play analysis, like that felt so good. And I remember even seeing my name tag on the scores table, and I took a picture and I sent it to my mom and my dad, and I was like, wow, like this is crazy. And that was the first time throughout my internship experience, I actually like looked back. I was like, wow, like I'm so happy I've come so far just because of my hard work. And I'm sure if I didn't work this hard, he wouldn't have given me the opportunity, because that was a big time opportunity. Like you don't work at a D1 game at all if you're not good, or he doesn't think that you're qualified, or you deserve that experience. And I'm happy he thought that I deserved the experience because I worked hard. So that's what I believe. Strengths in sports management. I have 5 strengths, just like everybody else. But the first one was restorative. And that was just, and I did that a lot with my internship. I was asking a lot of questions at first. I was asking, I was at its hip asking questions. So that helped me get better. The second one was strategic. Even with my setting up for the game and taking down, like I was trying to find out the best way to do it, and time efficient ways to get stuff done. And even for the Stat Crew, the online play-by-play database, I remember just trying to find acronyms for myself to remember, so I don't have to, I don't forget. So I was finding the acronyms, and it helped me out a lot. The third one, consistency. I was very consistent with my internship. I tried to do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. I did that for almost a year and a half. The only times I didn't do that is because I was either really swamped with schoolwork, or I had multiple games, or I just couldn't do it because of an event with my family, or I had to go out of town for something. But I try to stay consistent, and even with my work, I try to stay consistent with my work. The fourth one was relator, especially in the beginning, because for me, I can't just have, I don't know how to say it. I can't have, I need to have something in common with someone in order for me to work with them. So I remember in the beginning, I was asking him a lot of questions about his life, where he's from, what undergrad he went to. I was just asking him questions after questions after questions, just to see there's something we had to relate to. And he was open enough to tell me. He was an open book. He was cool with that. I believe he enjoyed that as much as I did, and we grew a cool relationship. And something I'm grateful for him opening up, because he could have just said, "Nah, like let's stick to this." So he was an open book, just as I was, which I was happy. The fifth and last one was focus. It's kind of straightforward, honestly. I was very focused. I didn't find myself daydreaming at all while I was at the job. And I think the reason is because I was too scared. I didn't want to make a mistake, so I just kept so focused, where at times I would overthink, like, okay, I saw this, but did that really happen? And then I would ask him, and I was like, hey, I just want to make sure I saw this right. Be like, yeah, you saw that right. Like, you're good. So I was just extremely focused to the point where it was like, oh man, did I really see that though? So I kept focused. I tried. I didn't slack off or anything. And yeah, that's my internship experience, guys. It was a good one. I enjoyed it a lot. I thank Caltech for giving me the opportunity. I think the SID, Mark Becker, for giving me an opportunity and giving me a chance because he easily couldn't have when. And the first day I was like, I don't know how to do any of this. So I thank him for that. And it was a good experience. I dabbled, put my hands in a lot of things and a lot of tasks. And I'm happy for that. And looking back, like, I enjoyed it a lot. So thank you guys for listening. And congrats on finishing, guys. It's a big, it's a big thing. So, all right, guys, take it easy. Bye.